All right. Hey, guys, we are live. Hey, my name's Alex, and this is Franchise Talk. Hey, today I have with you my good friend, Ron Bender. I met him several years ago when I first started this, and I got into franchise brokerage as a franchise consultant with the Franchise Brokerage Association. Well, that was a mouthful, but either way, I've got him on the line. He's ready to talk to us today. He's talking to us from Big Frog. Big Frog was one of those companies that I personally was introduced to when I was looking for a franchise in Afghanistan. And when I finally came back and realized that it was something that it was unexpected, I completely turned it off. Later, as I became a franchise broker, I realized very quickly that I should not have overlooked it. And the real reason behind that is because of context, which is why we're on video today. How's everything going?
Going very well, Alex. Thanks very much for having me on today.
Well, overall, Ron, tell us a little bit about Big Frog and what's this company about? What is it? And why people should not turn a blind eye to it.
As you did, I understand.
Yeah.
Big Frog is really a pretty fascinating retail opportunity. And just let's, for fun, start with the full name. It's actually Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More. And a lot of times when we introduce, or when someone like you introduces Big Frog to one of your clients, they'll say, "Oh, a T-shirt shop? Yeah, I'm not interested in that." And the funny thing is that we are absolutely not what people think of when they think about a T-shirt shop. Most people think about this little hole-in-the-wall joint, 500 square feet with 1,001 T-shirts hanging in the window and on the walls. But we're a high technology, light manufacturing retail boutique, and every single customer that comes into a Big Frog gets a custom designed T-shirt. There is no such thing as, let me just take that one that you've got on display. Every single one is customized. It's a great, fun business. Doesn't have those long retail hours, doesn't have a big retail space, and only has 2 or 3 employees. So it's really a terrific type of industry and a really cool business.
Right, and one of the interesting facts behind it is more a business to business model, isn't it, Ron?
Yeah, it's actually both business to business and business to consumer. Overall, we get about half our business from retail customers. You know, a lot of soccer moms, a lot of contractors that come in for just 3 or 5 or 10 or 20 shirts. But then we do a tremendous amount of community outreach, not so much traditional outside sales, more promoting and networking outside. So we drive a lot of business from schools, from businesses, from churches and charities. It's a really great opportunity for folks who really would love to be involved in the community and maybe even have a great chance to give back to the community.
And that's awesome. I mean, I've met a lot of clients that are looking for that. They're looking to get out in the community. They're looking for a better lifestyle. They're looking for something that they like to do. And this is what I feel is a more like to do business. And so overall, Ron, how and what is entrepreneurship? What is entrepreneurship to you? And why is franchising such a great way or mechanism for people to get into entrepreneurship?
Wow, that's a terrific question. Like a lot of people, I've always wanted to work for myself. I think that many people figure out that they'd really like to have more control of their work life, whether it's less travel, more time with the family, more flexible scheduling, the opportunity to give back, which they might not get from many different work employment type opportunities. But to me, entrepreneurship is the motivation to get out there and use your ideas and make things better. Maybe it's just make your life and your family's situation better, but sometimes it's even making the entire community better. And it's for people who've got some confidence. They feel that they can learn and they can work within a system and they can absolutely be successful with their own talents. Franchising, when you add that in, franchising gives you a little, even more than a roadmap. It gives you a roadmap and a great toolbox. It still absolutely requires your skills and your imagination and your hard work and the things that make you who you are. But franchising gives you a much greater gosh, I guess I'd say a template for you to make sure that you can be successful right up front. Lots of help, lots of assistance from the other folks who are already in the network. To me, franchising is absolutely the way to go.
Great. I mean, I've been preaching that forever, but I identified that in Afghanistan for myself and for a lot of other, as I started reading more and more, I started learning about all the different ways veterans transition and all the problems that we have. And when I overlaid that with what franchising offers, it becomes a perfect vehicle for that. And with that clarity in mind, I developed franchise transition systems for veterans. We looked at a lot of different things, but the more I worked with people who were coming from corporate America, or what we called corporately abused, and working with others who have been executives for a long time, or just overly stressed out, or not given what they want. They're looking for the grass. Essentially, the grass is greener on the other side. So, leading to my next question. What's the light at the end of the tunnel in business ownership? What drives you to be a business owner?
Wow. Well, I know I love to bring up some questions with my Big Frog candidates that a lot of people have never been asked before. And I know you and I have spoken about this before, and you're on the same page as I am. But I always ask people, what's your end game? When you've been in it for however long, A, how would you like to get out? And B, what will you have accomplished along the way? And what will you then accomplish as you get out? So there are a lot of folks who want to leave a legacy for their kids or the rest of their family, maybe with opportunities that might be available for multiple unit ownership like ours. Maybe they want to have 2 or 3 units because they've got 2 or 3 kids and they'd love to involve their kids in the business. Or maybe they just want to be able to sell it at a very, very good price and go off to whatever the next stage in their life is. I joke with people that they might want to go out and buy an island because I'd like to visit. But that's the kind of thing that you absolutely should know, or at least think about before you select the franchise, to make sure that you are going to get the appropriate vehicle. If you want to retire and have $16 million to use for whatever things that you'd like to use for, well, there's not a lot of franchises or independent businesses that will be able to provide that. So you need to know what your goals are, and then help, with your help and the help of folks like me, figure out which is the best vehicle for that.
Absolutely. I know Ron, I've spoken with him for a couple years now, and everything that we talk about is meant to not necessarily inspire. We're not here to be your lightning bolt or not your spark of inspiration, but your lightning bolt of instigation overall. We essentially are trying to help you figure out the end game, how you're going to get there. And in the military, we call that backwards planning from success. I know in management fields, executive fields, I know you probably learned it in college, but overall, a lot of people tend to forget it. And we're trying to help, or at least acknowledge, the vehicles to be able to get you to where you want to go. I've worked with several people, and I know Ron has too, that are only looking for the best little deal out there, or something that will never fail. It doesn't work that way in business. There's always risk. If you think you're buying McDonald's and there's no risk associated, man, let's check out the news here fairly recently. Right. If you're looking at, trying to stay in your job because you think it's safe. Yahoo just fired a lot of people that they didn't necessarily mean to right now on an accident, and all they said was oops. So if you think you're secure in a full-out career that's going to last you a long time, things aren't necessarily working out that way. But companies that are looking to grow with you, essentially partner with you and help you scale and grow, much like Big Frog is, are out there and available for you. I appreciate your time today, Ron, on Franchise Talk. And if there's anything else that you want to add to it, now's your time. Go ahead.
We had just spoken about the end game. I think another point to mention is the waypoints along the way. We're a pretty unique opportunity, and I'm sure there's some others out there that offer the absolute fun all along the way. This is designed to be an industry, franchising overall, where you can find a lot of different options and things that will suit you, suit your personality, suit your skill set, suit your goals. But not only do we feel good about making that match along the way, we are going to provide a tremendous amount of fun. This is an industry and a business where you're going to laugh and you're going to smile and you're going to joke the entire day, every day of the week. Your employees are going to have fun. Your customers are going to have fun. We actually drive 47% repeat business and 24% referrals because our customers have so darn much fun in the store. But if you have a goal and you want to spend more time with your family, or you want to get to know the local community, or you want to attain whatever other fun or monetary goals that you might have, or philanthropic goals that you might have, factor that into the decision process. They should definitely include that information when they're speaking with you, Alex, or when they're speaking with me, because if it's not a match, I'm going to tell you up front. If you are looking for things that this business opportunity at Big Frog can't provide, I'll tell you, and I'll send you back to Alex with a little bit more information that you can give him so that he can find you what would really be something that's even more suitable. And that's really the key. Find something that you're going to enjoy, find something you're going to be successful with, and then put your all into it. Follow the system as you followed the system throughout your military careers, and you'll be successful. That's really the key.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Ron. Thanks for being on with us today. Once again, guys, thanks for watching Franchise Talk. My name's Alex. Been a veteran in the U.S. military and the U.S. Army for a while. Overall, just try and find out what you want to do and how you want to succeed in life. And Ron, thanks for hopping on with us today. Appreciate it. And you have a great one. Take it easy,
Thanks,
guys.
Alex.
Just remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us, and share us around on social media. All right, guys. Later.